Hello, PokeNet. Welcome to episode 1 and day 1 of Pokemon March Madness. And today we are doing the game between first place deck and second and last place deck, which is Hydrapple and Regidrago.
Yeah, so this matchup is the 1 seed versus the 16 seed. Who knows? Maybe we'll have an upset in the very first round. Again, this is a single elimination, so you lose once and you're out. And they're all trying to get the championship trophy at the end.
And also, for a championship round, you will see the decks that got third place will be right in front of those during the last championship round. We forgot to mention that in the introduction video.
Right. Yeah, so if you haven't seen the introduction video, there'll be a link in the description. And then we also have deck profile shorts for every deck. So if you want to go check it more in depth what's in each of these decks, that link will also be in the description. So you can go check out all the deck profiles and the preview show where you see the seeding and everything like that.
And also, from the days after this, if you haven't watched the previous days, then you can find the links to them in the description.
Yeah, that's right. So this is going to be game 1. We'll see which one can come up on top. Parker's going to pilot the Hydrapple deck. It's a deck he really likes playing.
It definitely is.
Yeah, and it's a pretty dang fun, and it's a good deck when you get it rolling too.
Yeah, and also, there are several versions of Dipplin you can play in this deck. We are not playing the Dipplin that I like playing, but my favorite one has an attack which it takes 1 grass energy, and basic Pokemon can't attack it the next turn.
Yeah, what is it called, like coded attack or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have left that one in. That Dipplin Parker really loves, and he actually beat me in a tournament playing that against my Raging Bolt. I couldn't attack.
So you conceded that way.
Yeah, I conceded because I had nothing I could do, huh?
Yeah, that way you didn't have to go through the slow and painful defeat from a Dipplin.
All right, man. You want to cut or tap?
I'll cut.
Okay. All right, so these are 6 prize games. Since we're playing, these are all 60 card decks, and we have decks from all kinds of different trying to think of when expansions, right? Because we have D decks, we have some that are going out of rotation here coming up. We've got you can cut or tap.
I'll cut.
Okay.
And also, by the way, it is hailing outside at the time that we are making this video. It just stopped, so yeah.
But if I'm going to roll, you got to call heads or tails.
Tails. It's heads.
Even as heads, I will go first.
Not the greatest start for this deck then, because you want to go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right.
Hoping that he were to get a mulligan. This is an okay start.
Put on my prizes.
I will too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect amount.
All right, good luck, Parker. All right, I'm going to draw for my turn.
Hey, you can see Applin up right. But he's actually upside down.
I'm going to nest ball.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what to do here. Trying to think of what's going to make this work out the best.
By the way, EV coins. Don't know what's on the Glaceon one.
I'm not sure if the card I'm looking for is in here. Let's see if I can find it this time.
If you prize your Regidrago Vs.
No, that's not what I'm looking for though. Well, that takes that option away, so I'm gonna have to go with a Regidrago V. No, I was looking for squawk ability so I could squawk and seize.
You don't have a good hand then.
Okay, tap or cut.
I'll tap.
Alright, I will attach for turn here. And then I will pass to partner.
I'll draw for turn. I will use a bug catching set.
Okay. It's a great card in that deck. Makes things happen a lot faster.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will get the special Hydrapple and then Teal Mask Ogre Pony X. Okay. This was the rest of my cards. Yours.
All right, and then the rest get shuffled back into the deck.
That way I don't have to use my every card immediately. I will put down Teal Mask Ogre Pony X. And then I will use Teal Dance to draw. Okay, I will then use Nest Ball to get a... I should not have used Teal Dance. I should have used Nest Ball, got in a Badoo, and then made it so you can have used items. But I didn't. Oh well.
Yeah, that's interesting, right? You could have tried to slow me down a little bit more.
I'll get an Teal Mask Ogre Pony X.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, I got it. Got a tap. And I will now pass.
Okay, I'll draw for my turn. I only have one thing I can even do, which is I'm going to evolve into Regidrago VSTAR. I'm going to use Legacy Star. So I discard the top 7 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and take 2 cards from my discard pile and put them in my hand. Let's see. I don't know if I want.
You could try to get your Prime Catcher back.
I understand. I think I'm going to have to go with the Nest Balls to get my bench better secured here. So I'm going to use both Nest Balls.
Okay.
I'm going to get 1 Ogre Pawn.
I dropped my coins. 1 second, let me grab them. Okay.
Okay, so I grabbed 2 Teal Mask Ogre Pawns.
Got it.
You want to tap or cut?
I will tap.
Okay, I'm going to use Superior Energy Retrieval. I'm going to discard a Jamming Tower and a Regidrago VSTAR. And I'm going to get the 2 grass energies that were in there. Then I'm going to use Teal Dance here.
And then you draw.
Okay. Then I'm going to use Teal Dance here.
And then you draw.
All right, and I'll draw again. Then I will bench another Regidrago. I will energy switch onto this one. I will energy switch onto this one.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use Muse Restart. Draw till I have 3 cards. 1, 2.
Okay.
And then I will pass.
Okay, I will draw for turn. I will rare candy into Hydrapple EX.
Okay.
And then I will use Iono.
All right. I mean, I don't hate that. I don't have a very big hand over here.
I don't either.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right,
That
so
one goes on the top there.
Iono is each player shuffles their hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck, and draws as many cards as they have prize cards remaining.
Okay, I will Teal Dance to draw. I will use Bug Catching Set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At the end there, that was kind of funny because I had 4 grass energy, so I'll get 2 of them.
Wow, that worked out pretty good with that one then, huh?
And then I shuffle it as well as the Iono cards, technically.
Yeah, you gotta shuffle everything back in any order you get, right? No, I think Bug Catching Set is a pretty powerful card in all these grass decks.
Yeah, by the way, I will use Ripening Charge on Hydrapple, and then I will attach for turn, then I will use Teal Dance to draw.
Alright, dang.
I will Earthen Vessel away an Ultra Ball.
Alright, I see where this is going.
To get 2 more grass energies. I will then put down yet another Teal Mask Ogerpon EX, and then I will use Teal Dance to draw.
Okay.
Then I will use Nest Ball.
Alright, man. Getting your bench all filled up here, huh?
Let's see if I have another Ogerpon.
Right? Well.
Yep, yes I do.
No. This is crazy how this deck works. If you can get all the Hydrapples going.
Yep, and then I will use Teal Dance to draw. And then I will evolve into Diplin. And then I will use Syrup Storm for 30, 60, 90, 120, 150.
Right, so Syrup Storm is 30 plus.
210.
Right, so you're doing 30, 60, 90,
120, 150, 180, 210, 240.
That's crazy. Buy Mew. Dang.
I take 2 prize cards.
Well, this doesn't look great for the number 1 seed. I'm not sure.
You are doomed.
It might be. Draw for turn. All right. Well, I'm going to use my own Teal Dance.
Don't get a fire energy. Don't get a fire energy. Please don't get a fire energy.
I'm going to Teal Dance again and draw.
Don't get the fire energy.
I have an Earthen Vessel.
No.
So let's Earthen Vessel away a Dragapult.
But the good thing is that if I were to be able to get another Hydrapple, I can evolve next turn.
Yeah, you're in a really good state because you have energy spread out all over the place, and you can even get a knockout on this Regidrago your next turn. I'm not sure. the best route yet. Okay, I'm going to attach a fire energy here for turn. Then I will Ultra Ball away a Giratina and a Kyurem.
Also, sorry, I accidentally hit the mic with my hand, so sorry for that.
Oh, the other Pokemon I wanted's not in there neither. Okay, let's see. I mean, that's dangerous, but might be the direction I have to go. Let's see. I guess I'll get a Alolan Exeggutor with that.
There.
Well, he's here. I got him with the Ultra Ball. But I'm going to put him in my hand, and then I will discard him with an Earthen Vessel. I'll get that one and that one, I guess.
And then you'll use Apex Dragon.
All right, so I'm gonna use Apex Dragon. So use an attack from a Dragon type
Apex Dragon
in my discard pile. I guess I'm gonna have to use Rolling Iron, which is going to do 200 damage. And on my next turn, I take 80 less damage from attacks.
Okay. So it's my turn?
It's your turn.
I'll draw for turn. I will use Teal Dance to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will then put in Area 0 Underdepths.
Okay.
To put down Pheasant Deputy EX.
Okay.
Then I will use Iono. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I will evolve. No, wait, never mind. Instead, I will use Syrup Storm for 30, 60, 90, 120.
It's 30 plus, remember.
Right.
So
60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, and then minus 80, 190.
yeah, 190. 60, 120, 180. So it was 210 or 190? 190.
190 because it's minus 80.
All right. All right. Well, I'll draw for turn. I'm going to attach for turn here. I'm going to Super Rod.
To get energies because you don't want to get.
Well, I want him back for sure. And
for
then
near the end game.
Him and guess that'll do it. Okay. So Super Rod those back. I will then use an Earthen Vessel, and I'll Earthen Vessel away a Professor's Research. I'll get that one. And that one.
And then will you knock out Hydrapple?
Maybe. I haven't decided what's the best move yet. Okay, I'm going to use Teal Dance and draw. And I'll use Teal Dance and draw. I'm going to Energy Switch from him over to here. Okay, and then all right. Next, I am going to use Apex Dragon. This time I'm going to use Dragapult. So I'm going to do 200 here for the knockout. And then I'm going to go 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10 on all of those guys.
Why do you have to make that difficult?
There's some dice if you need it. Or you got markers in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to put 10 on each of them, and I guess 10 on Dipplin. I might as well, just because I can.
You attacked my entire bench.
All right, then I'm going to take 2 prizes. All right, this is going to may come down to the wire here.
I will draw for turn. I will evolve into Hydrapple EX.
Okay.
I will use a Night Stretcher to get this grass energy for Teal Dance to draw, and then I will use a Super Rod to put in a Hydrapple, a grass energy, and an Applin.
Okay.
Back into my deck. Then I will use Flip the Script to draw free.
Okay.
1, 2, free. Then I will use Teal Dance to draw. Then I will put down an Applin. And then I will use Professor's Research. Sorry about the cat sounds. I will use Professor's Research.
Okay.
To draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I will use.
Well, you don't have no energy attached up there.
Then I will attach return and use Ripening Charge.
Okay. And he also heals 20. All right, there you go.
He heals 30.
Oh, he heals 30 when he does that? Okay.
So that's plus 20 HP more. And then I will use Syrup Storm for 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330.
330. Man, this is crazy. You're knocking out pretty much anything in the game here. I gotta.
Well, besides the Charizard EX. Well, wait. Yes, I am, because it does double damage.
All right, now you take 2 prizes. I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna have to get to what I need. I just don't know. Well, I shouldn't have put him in the active, I guess. That wasn't very smart. Okay. Well, I'm going to. Oh, but I need the. Okay, I'm going to switch into this Teal Mask Ogerpon. Then I'm going to Professor Research away. Professor's Research, Iono, Boss's Orders, and I'll draw 7.
You know, you could have bossed up my Applin, right? And then just left it there. That way I would have to retreat.
Yeah, 1 energy, whatever. Okay, I'm going to bench Radiant Charizard. I'm going to, I guess, Ultra Ball away Haxorus and and Dragapult and see what I even got left in my cards here. Okay. All right. So, okay.
How many boss's orders are in this deck?
I don't remember. I'm going to evolve into Regidrago. I'm going to put down a Cleffa. Let me count here. 1, 7. Draw till you have 7, so I'd have 1 in hand. I'm going to retreat in the Cleffa. And then I pass.
Okay, I will draw for turn. I will use Teal Lance to draw. I will then use Bug Catching Set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I failed to find any. Actually, I got Hydrapple EX.
Okay. Man, this has been a really good battle. I think we're going to have our first upset in maybe the first round of the tournament. That's crazy.
Yeah. And this could be risky, but I will Rare Candy into Hydrapple EX. I will then use Professor's Research.
Okay.
To draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, actually, that will work next turn, I guess. So I will then use Teal Dance to draw, and then I will pass. Yes, I will pass.
You don't not want to attack or nothing?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll draw for my turn.
That way you would have to have 2 energies on that guy, which you can't get in 1 turn.
Oh, I understand what you're saying now. Well,
and next turn I win.
I guess Parker's probably right. I will retreat.
And I know for a fact that you don't have a 330 damage person.
I don't know. Let's go with this is going to be all grasping at straws here, but I'm going to do a Alolan Executor's Swinging Sphere. Flip a coin. If heads, knock out their a basic active Pokemon. If tails, knock out a basic benched Pokemon. So I have to have tails.
I don't have. Well, yeah.
Right. So we'll see.
Heads. Yay! Oh,
Parker survives. I do nothing,
and then I could have also bossed his orders.
Okay.
Even if you kept that up, so I'll boss up that guy.
All right. Oh man, first round.
And then I shall wait.
Yeah.
Maybe.
See, how high can you go, man? You were at 330 before.
Let me look at my discard pile real quick. I don't think I have any energy.
Might all be on your board, man. You used a lot of it up. So, all right.
Yep, I will then use Europe Storm.
For 330 or 360, the knockout. What a good what a good matchup. Well, first game, and the 16 seed takes out the number 1. What an upset.
That's because I am good at this deck.
What a great run with Hydrapple. Well, so that was game number 1 of Pokemon March Madness. Tune in tomorrow for game number 2.
And also, if you want to watch Hydrapple win again, come back
next week, right?
Yep, next week on game number, what, 11?
Yeah, I
9.
think.
9.
Yeah, game 9, Hydrapple will be facing the winner of one of the other brackets. So.
Game 8.
Right, which I think is our Chaladon Cloth Terrapagos. So.
If I win our Chaladon, then you're taking it because you are good
Right.
on our Chaladon. But if Cloth wins, then at least I'll know what I will be facing.
Right. Well, thank you for watching.